So it was like getting your stamp of approval meant that a rapper like was.
Well, I think for all of us, I think that's what you were trying. Okay, here's a great business model for anybody out there. When your name becomes the solution to somebody's problem, they're gonna pay you to do something. It's up to you to figure out what that thing is and what the market needs. So rappers need a promotion.
Hey yo, we put free money where the mic is. He got it on lock like Rikers. Green rebates get you paid, so a lot of people like us. Money Talks Podcast, watch it on all your devices. Woo!
Welcome back to the Money Talks Podcast. I'm sitting down with the legendary Peter Parker, Shade 45,
Yes.
the host of Legacy Cup tomorrow. How you feeling?
How you
brother?
feeling, E? What's up, man?
Diplomats, man.
Set for life, bro. I'm like a throwback to 2004 culture in so many ways. I love that moment, like Dipset, Rockefeller, D Block. I'm from the Northeast, and it was a wonderful time. So I always try to celebrate those guys and everything that I do. You know what I mean?
Man. So I don't want to talk about cannabis. I want to talk about hip hop.
I love smoking weed, by the way. That's cool. I'm really into it. Go ahead.
So with hip hop, as someone who's been in the hip hop industry, what's the most underrated hip hop album of all time?
Underrated?
Underrated. Just maybe like an album that you will listen to from front to back.
There's so many. I mean, when I think about an album that I love, like a legendary album, I always think of stuff like Only Built for Cuban Links. I think about Reasonable Doubt. I think about It Was Written, Illmatic. I think about like kind of like mid-90s stuff. There's so many jewels. Like I try to put my daughter onto things. She's a Fugees fan.
Oh, wow.
So like, you know, and you play everything, and then my kid's like, I like Slick Rick. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. So like she picks and chooses. I mean, bro, I love hip hop culture like almost unconditionally, like you would love a child.
Right.
Like E40 and Mobb Deep and the whole thing. I just think it's super dope, man. I mean, yeah. But mid-90s is really my lane.
That was like the golden era. That was
and it was analog still, and the records are warm, and they were vetting all the talent, and it was so difficult to even produce a record back then. So you were getting masterpieces, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the fact that we had Illmatic one year, All Eyes on Me.
All of this in like a 3-year span.
I know.
It's madness. And then 04, then here comes Rockefeller and the Kanyes and all of this stuff. So I mean, my time is really like 90 to like, man, up until really like 2016, I was really locked in. And then stuff changes and the youth gets their wave and you kind of roll with it. I'm not here to scoff at that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because back in the day, I was a part of a thing called Team Backpack. I don't know if
I know what that is.
Oh, nice. I was one of the MCs on it.
Oh,
and
dope, bro.
Sway was like one of the first guys.
I'm totally hip. Bay Area is legit, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
Sway's big homie. Shout out to Sway.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend.
Man,
but that
bro.
was like 2010, and it was like the last era where like lyricism was really appreciated, and you would just come and spit a 16-bar verse unedited.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like vetting the talent.
Team Backpack's no joke, man. I know what that is.
That's
man.
what's up.
I know what that is. That's awesome, bro.
So how did you get your start in the industry?
Oh man, I was a DJ young. Like I probably started doing high school dances and parties when I was like 16. Got some turntables and stuff. I finagled my parents, how my parents got. I need to trade the guitar in, get the turntables. You know what I mean? Like we're switching over, and then I played Division III college basketball, and I was in Boston area, and there was so much happening around me. My freshman year of college was 1998. So like I remember going to Tower Records to buy In My Lifetime Volume 2, Black Star, all of that on September 29th, 1998, waiting in line at midnight. So I was there as much to play hoop as I was for like the hip hop experience. And Boston had a great underground scene, similar to Minnesota, maybe not similar to the Bay, but in the same vein of like grassroots music and culture that really reflects the market, you know?
Yeah.
So I was there for the Boston stuff, and then I peaked a little bit, and I was doing weekends on the radio and interning and just throwing my own parties, and I ended up coming out to Minnesota to do the radio, and I've been on the road with this. This is my 19th year, traveling around the country doing radio and events and DJing parties. I got like fucking 30 events next month. It's a blessing, bro. And you can tell, like, I'm still here. You know, like, I'm not a spring chicken, but at the same time, it's like 3.0, bro. I got a whole new lease on this thing.
Yeah. So what does it take to be a great DJ? To keep a party engaged?
Okay, you got to really be able to read the audience and play what they want. You got to like know what they want, and also kind of keep them on the edge of their feet. You can't be like too blatant. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna just play these huge hits. It becomes predictable. But it's knowing the audience, it's knowing the song selection, and then practicing on your own so you can deliver it in a unique, just your way. You know what I mean? Take a little from him, take a little from him, come up with your own shit. But to me, man, it's song selection and energy, and then your talent, you know?
Right. Was there a moment in your career where you were like, holy crap, I made it? Like my childhood dreams or...
I mean, Winnipeg, 2010. I'd already been on the radio for like years. I'd done a million things. But when I got flown out of the country and paid the DJ, I remember sitting on the porch at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, like, man, this is great, man. Like you never think that someone would take you somewhere and pay you, or like, I have billboards up.
Wow.
I had like 200, 100 billboards up in the city, and to see yourself so many times on the billboard and you get used to it, you have to pinch yourself. You have to be like, this is a unique experience. It's what really won my father over. My dad was like, Peter, you made it. He was like, until someone put the bag up for the billboards, it was more like, he's trying to do something. And then he saw a corporation put this thing up, and he was like, oh, this kid is legit with this. And that's really was I think the billboards and the traveling, but that was a stamp that was very special.
Yeah. I mean, because when you tell your friends or your parents, like, this is what I want to do, they're all like, okay, that's cute, but like, what do you know?
I had something low-key set up for me. Like my parents wanted me, my dad wanted me to be a salesman and to work with him, and he was in like lead paint abatement and environmental cleaning, and I just couldn't see myself sitting in a desk like cold calling. Like, I just wanted to do this. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was doing this. Like, there was we were beefing for 10 years about this.
Wow.
And then it really ended up working out, but I had to make it work out. I had no, maybe.
Right.
Fuck that.
The DJ lifestyle is so crazy. You're working nights, you're getting off late. It's exhausting. Like, how did you, a lot of people would like give into the temptations. A lot of DJs I know develop drug habits.
No. I drank a lot at one point. They were giving me free alcohol for a long time. And I probably boozed a little, just free alcohol wise. I never got into drugs. I never smoked a cigarette in my life. I never sniffed cocaine in my life. So like, I smoke weed, you know? I think it's being an athlete. I think I was able to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and run suicides. I could stay out to 3 and play some records. You know what I'm saying? It's that motor. I have an engine for overachievement, I guess. You know what I mean?
That's true. Anytime I like complain about my job, I just remember my football coach screaming at me. And I'm just like,
you play ball, you're a big guy.
Like if I could survive getting verbally abused as a 7-year-old, I think I could
double
survive.
sessions in the summer in the bay? Stop, bro. Dude, the helmet slips right off. You're so sweaty. Like, no, dude, that type of stuff, when you push yourself beyond your limits as a kid, this stuff is more cerebral. It's less physical, but don't get it twisted. Leaving your family, going to weird places to be on the radio all alone, and really, it takes a lot.
Right. So what are your responsibilities tomorrow? Are you like the MC? Are you like bringing Afro Man on stage?
All of that. I'm hosting. I'm going to be doing improv comedy. I'm going to be shouting my friend Remo Williams out over here. He'll be rolling back to back to back, right? So that's happening. I'll be announcing some vendors, sponsors. My brother DJ D-Mill's going to be rocking the turntables. I'll be helping him out. There's going to be like winners and contests and prizing and giveaways on stage. There's going to be like trophies for different things. So it's going to be a whole day of fun. And I mean, bro, I hosted Soundset out here in 2010. There was like 18,000. I've been in front of the 18, 20,000s. I did one in a Wiz Khalifa concert in front of 30,000 before. So like, it's a certain motor when you get out there. I'm getting ready for it now.
I remember there was an era of hip hop where like, you had to have a mixtape with a DJ drop. Did you do any like?
I made a living. I bought a truck off mixtapes. I literally was, I hosted Machine Gun Kelly's first tape.
DJ Peter Parker.
Mr. Peter Parker.
What was your
MrPeterParker.com. Like, I was on this shit. I hosted 100 Words of Running. And so I did that tape. Before that, mixtape culture was huge in Boston. Clinton Sparks, Chubby Chubb, Static Selector, all these guys. We're so close to New York, so we got all the mixtapes. And I got into that game independently, and Graph hosted my first mixtape. I did the Kells tape. I would chase guys down to get drops. And then that was an independent business where I built up to the point, I think maybe 2010, I was getting like $2,000 to host a tape.
Jeez.
So sometimes you get 2 or 3 in a month, and now you're like, I cannot believe. But then when drama got knocked, the things changed a little bit. But dude, everybody had I had a mixtape hustle that was unbelievable.
Damn.
And I still kind of have like tapes flying on eBay and stuff.
Right.
I got a burner in my apartment. We haven't slowed down.
So what were the responsibilities of like saying you were going to host a tape? Is it
okay?
They send you all the tracks.
You want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to host your mixtape?
Yeah.
Finish the music, mix and master, send it to me. Do you have an intro song? Potentially. You have an outro song? Potentially. Let me put the middle part together. So I would like kind of sequence it how I thought like a radio show would go, how like a mix would go, BPM wise, feel wise. Then you sew that together with sound effects, take it into a studio, and then just yap over the transitions. You already know the vibes. Mr. Peter Parker, let's go. And you're just shouting people out and just bravado and that kind of like promotional thing. Yeah, I mean, Kels and them called me. I was so hot with the mixtapes. I had done a best of Eminem, a best of Ice Cube that had done big viral numbers. And then they called and they paid me to host the tape and stuff. So I was ahead of Mac Miller came to me. I was friends with Nipsey Hussle. I was friends with these all as they were coming up. So I'm like, in my mid 40s, these guys are 10 years younger than me, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So I was on the radio already and had a chance. I used to talk to Mac Miller when he was in high school.
No way.
I have DMs of rest in peace that he was a wonderful kid.
Yeah.
I used to speak to him before he graduated, before kids.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I knew Mac before kids.
So it was like getting your stamp of approval meant that a rapper like was...
Well, I think for all of us, I think that's what you were trying. Okay, here's a great business model for anybody out there. When your name becomes the solution to somebody's problem, they're gonna pay you to do something. It's up to you to figure out what that thing is and what the market needs. So rappers need a promotion.
Yeah.
Let me create a platform to promote for you. And I have no problem doing the dirty work.
That's unbelievable.
I love just hustling. I love putting flyers up. it never got boring to me. I never got too cool for that.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I do miss those days because that was back before like every album had to go on Spotify.
Right.
So like rappers could like Mac Miller, you're downloading instrumentals from the 90s and putting your own spin on them.
Right.
Using music that you didn't have the rights to, but it didn't matter because you weren't selling it.
No, it didn't matter, and it was black market stuff. And then realistically, in Massachusetts, guys were driving down with like cases of produced mixtapes and meeting people in the off ramps and doing. It's like contraband. Here's the cash. Here's the mixtapes.
Wow.
It's like the same type of a business.
Damn.
So we were that's what really was appealing to me. That it was. It was a great hustle, and my friends and me could all, and it was a network, it was great.
So did you host Mac Miller's, the one before Kids?
No, I didn't host any mixtapes. I just knew him, and I connected with him.
Cool.
He shot me a couple of exclusives, and I had a couple of things from him, but it was more like I was older, so it was like I was like, good job. Like I think what you're doing is great. I was an advocate for because he was like a Big L influenced artist.
Yeah.
So he was from my era. He was like he was admiring my era. So we were like, go, do it, man, do it, bro.
No, totally. It was like mid '90s, but like with a modern twist on it.
I remember Who Kid called me to get Mac Miller's phone number because I was the only one that had it.
No way.
And I remember sitting, waiting for somebody in the car and texting Who Kid like, yeah, here you go.
That's
shout out
crazy.
to Who Kid. Yeah.
Who Kid.
So it's like, dog, I'm very lucky to be in it. I started early. I started like before some of you guys did, and I'm happy to share with people, bro. It's I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And how important is it? Because I talk to like a lot of legacy growers who were like 40s, 50s, and they get DMs all day from like a 21-year-old guy who wants to be like half the grower that they are. So how you're someone, it seems like, who's like not gatekeeping any knowledge.
Not at all.
So how important is it to like kind of like nourish the younger generation?
You have to pay it forward. People did that for me. Like guys like David Banner and like looked out for me and like gave me super jewels and like I have relationships with guys like whenever I see RZA from Wu-Tang, he goes out of his way to be really kind to me. Wow. So like when you see other people doing it, and you're like, okay, the guys up there, the good guys, they pay it forward. You know what I mean? So then you start to like, you want to build your network, so you want to connect. And honestly, you get to a certain point of success. For me, I didn't want to be the only one with success. I wanted to see other people do great And I'm a part of a DJ crew called Heavy Hitters out of New York City. DJ Enough, DJ Camillo, legendary guys. That's how they operate. It's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity. People are really in each other's corners. So there are good guys in the music business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You just got to, same with any industry, you just got to kind of weed out the snake.
And there are bad people, but the bad people go, bro. They go. Same in this industry. You know where the scumbags are at. You know where they are. Yeah.
So you've been in Minnesota for 19
Off
years?
and on. I was here from 06 to 2010, and then I came back in 2016. So I was gone for 6 years, but I didn't move here till I was like almost 27.
Nice.
So I've been around East Coast in the Midwest, off and on for 20 years.
Nice. So how do you feel about like where the cannabis scene is now?
Love it. We're waiting for this industry, man. The town needed another bag, another opportunity. And I knew from what Massachusetts had did 10 years prior, how many brands and businesses are gonna be activated in this space once the dispensaries open, once the festivals pop up. Now it's like, oh, every dispensary got 150 brands that all need marketing, that all, you know what I mean? It's happening, you know what I mean? So like, I'm just excited about what it's gonna bring to the market because things were feeling potentially a little flat. Yeah, after the pandemic, after the George Floyd, an uprising we had socially here, it was awkward for a little while. And I think this is bringing a lot of cool new business to town.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're in Minneapolis every other month because it's such a poppin' place.
It's
like
beautiful.
We're all everywhere. I mean, I see people in Minneapolis more than I see them anywhere else.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
cool,
world.
bro. You got a vibe for here too. I can see you having friends here. You're a very positive guy. People here, once they figure you and they like you, you're good out here. You know what I mean? You're good out here. It took me a little bit. It took me a couple of years to get in the groove when I first moved here, but much respect to everybody in the Twin Cities. They've embraced me, and I love them back, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, Peter Parker, this has been a treat for me.
Man,
I
bro.
really appreciate
Come
you.
on. I pulled up on the humble like, hey, what are we doing over there? Can we get involved?
It's funny because I literally was like, I saw that you were involved, and I was like, my dream guest is Peter Parker.
Shut up.
And then you just
We
showed
here.
up.
At Mr. Peter Parker on social media, Heavy Hitters. We're here. I'm happy. Ethan's doing a great job. I'm going to go get high, man.
Money Talks Podcast, watch it on all your devices. Woo!